Want to start working out to really get your weight loss going? Well, here are the fitness tips you actually need to do to be successful on this weight loss journey. On a weight loss journey for 13 years, but these last 18 months has been my most successful. Fitness has always been a part of my 13-year weight loss journey, but these last 18 months, I have lost 120 pounds, and this is what I've done as far as my fitness journey to be successful. But before we get into the fitness tips, if you've never seen my face before, hi, my name is Janae. I make a lot of content focused on fitness, wellness, and helping you live your best, healthy, and active life. If that sounds like something you're into, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like this video, it lets the algorithm know that this is a good and helpful video, and share this video with your gym partner. Let us all get these fitness tips. Now, I have already given you my top 3 weight loss tips to help you launch your most successful weight loss journey. So if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and watch that one first and then come back to this one. If you watched that video, then you already know those 3 tips were realistic, sustainable, and actually going to work for you. And this video is gonna give exactly that. Tip number 1, and this is probably the top tip on this list, you need to be consistent. Consistency is key. We need to change our mind frame from trying to figure out what burns the most calories to what do I actually enjoy that I can stay consistent with. In the 12 years before I had weight loss surgery, I used to run a lot. I used to do a lot of cardio, period, because I knew that cardio burned a lot of calories, but I didn't enjoy it and I didn't stay consistent with it. So me burning 1,000 calories at a 3-hour gym session, maybe 2 to 3 times a week, was not equaling out to what I do now, which is I still run, but I'm running because I enjoy it. I do cardio because I actually enjoy it, or whatever I do, I enjoy it now. And so I can do less of it more times per week and on average still burn the same amount that I was doing in those 2 to 3 days. So not only on an average standpoint am I burning the same amount of calories, but I'm doing things now that I actually enjoy. Whereas before, I was only working out for the sole purpose of losing weight. And every time I would drop weight, because I've lost 60 pounds in 2 or 3 times in the last 12 years, I would pretty much stop all the habits that I was doing. Like, I felt comfortable where I was at, I was feeling myself, and I pretty much would slack off because I'm so close to the goal weight, even though I was nowhere near close to my goal weight. I'm so close, I did so well, summertime's here, I can relax. And I didn't build those healthy habits. I didn't have a good relationship with those healthy habits because I was only using those habits for weight loss. And so just like anything else, as soon as you stop it, you start gaining your weight back. Whereas now, I enjoy things. I do things not for the purpose of weight loss, but for the purpose of moving my body, for the purpose of staying healthy, for the purpose of building healthy habits. And so even when I'm sore, even when I'm tired, even when I feel like I don't have the energy to do it, I still want to get up and do it because there's joy behind it now. And so I can stay consistent with it now because it's something that I like to do. Does that make sense? That moves me to tip number 2, which is healing your relationship with fitness. Now, I briefly talked about healing my relationship with food, but I never really touched on healing my relationship with fitness. I used to abuse fitness so much, again, because I used to do it for weight loss purposes. So I would be in the gym 7 days a week, 3 hours at a time. Like at one point, I remember I was going crazy with it and just abusing it. And it's 5 in the morning, I'm getting up in 30-degree weather to go run an hour and then go to the gym for 2 hours. And then at the end of the day, if it's warm out, I'm back outside and I'm getting 15,000 steps in and I'm making sure I'm doing 6 miles a day. And it just became so toxic to where I truly, again, did not enjoy what I was doing. And so with weight loss surgery at the beginning of my journey, I realized I was kind of going down that same path, like of just, I wanna hurry up and lose my weight and lose 100 pounds in 6 months and get to my goal weight by a year post-op. I haven't done any of those two things. But like, I had these very unrealistic goals in my head for my journey, and I just knew fitness was going to be it. And I found myself being very inconsistent and putting all of these expectations on my journey, to where last year I had to stop working out. I had to stop working out and figure out, well, why am I working out? Having weight loss surgery is what helped me heal my relationship with fitness, because all of this time I thought I had to work out to lose weight. And weight loss surgery took that pressure off of me, because no matter what I did in my inconsistent moments, I was still losing weight. Like, there was times where I was going weeks, months without working out, yet I was still consistently losing weight. And of course, granted, that's how the sleeve is made. There's a lot of people that I know that have never worked out on their weight loss surgery journey that were successful, but it really showed me that I had to prioritize what I was actually eating, my diet, my calories in versus calories out, all of that stuff. I really had to prioritize that, and then make room for moving my body in general, and not for the purposes of weight loss. And so once I started to grasp that concept, I started to slowly add working out in that. And not only did I add working out into that, I started adding things that I liked in that, which is why tip number 1 is tip number 1. At this point, it was summertime, and though leading up to that I was weight training until I took my break, I'm like, you know what? I'm really into running right now. Like, I actually kind of dig this. No, I'm not fast. No, I can't go for miles, but I'm actually into this, and it's kind of draining me to go into the gym. It's dark, it's gloomy, Washington is dark and gloomy, hence the lighting. But during the summertime, it's nice, and I wanted to enjoy every bit of that. And so I started to honor that. I started to honor where I was at in my fitness journey. Me being a Gemini, I love change. I thrive off of it, and I just can't keep things the same. And so that's what I started to do. I started to switch things up and pay attention to that. And that is what's leading me into tip number 3. Figure out where you are at in your fitness journey and honor that. Most of the time we're following somebody's random fitness plan, some personal trainer that we saw online, some girl with the glutes and she's selling a glute guide, and this person have this perfect body and we want to follow what they're doing. And it's not for us. And it's not for us because we're not even staying consistent with it. We're not enjoying it. It's a full circle moment here. And so the moment I started to pay attention to what I actually like, what is bringing me joy, what I'm staying consistent with, and then I also started paying attention to, well, wait a minute, I'm not liking the same thing all of the time. In the summertime, I love running. In fall time, I'm on my bike, on the Peloton, still running, but I'm kind of getting the urge to lift some weights again. And through the winter, I'm definitely like in the gym. You will not catch me outside, but boom, I'm lifting weights, I'm weight training. I don't like running on the treadmill, so I have to sacrifice my running because I'm not gonna do something that I don't wanna do because I don't like it. And so in these last 18 months, after having weight loss surgery, I started paying attention to not only what I liked, but what I liked in the moment that again kept me consistent. So it seems like I change when the seasons come. And springtime, I was getting that itch again. I was getting that itch to be outside again. I'm still weight training, but I knew what my body was calling for, that it was calling for long distance walking, more running, hiking. And that is what I dedicated to this past summer. I immediately canceled my gym membership, and that is what I did all summer long. Ran, walked, hiked, in that order. And out of nowhere, as the weather started to change here in Washington, because summer was so quick for us, I was like, I'm getting that itch to lift weights again. And so doing those 3 things, paying attention to the things I like for consistency, healing my relationship with fitness and not abusing fitness and abusing my body, and paying attention to what it is that I need in the moment had led me to staying consistent, which led me to work out more, which helped influence and push my weight loss journey, because I can actually say I'm working out 7 days a week. Is it working out, or am I moving my body 7 days a week? Yes, I'm actually in some way, shape, or form, I'm moving my body 7 days per week. I'm getting my steps in, and I'm not just sitting here calculating the steps goal, but I'm more active than I was before. I'm doing housework and I'm counting that. I would never have counted that before. I'm parking further in the parking lot. Would have never counted that before. Taking the steps instead of the elevator. At the end of dinner, going outside with my family and walking around the neighborhood. I mean, the little things that I actually like doing now, I'm counting that as moving my body. Whereas before, if it wasn't a workout, if I didn't record that workout, if I didn't have a picture of it, if I didn't have my watch on, did I really do it? Just all of these insane thoughts and theories behind working out, and we've all been there before. And so that is it for this video, you guys. Again, a very realistic and sustainable video, a very realistic and sustainable tips. We're talking about our lives here. We're talking about actual lifestyle changes. And this is what it takes to actually be consistent and have these lifestyle changes, just like the weight loss tips video. So I challenge you to stop looking for the thing that's going to get you the results fast and that's going to make you burn the most calories, and instead find the things that you actually like. Is it yoga? Is it Pilates? Is it rollerblading? Is it bicycling? Is it putting on a video on this TV and working out? Are you consistent with that? Then great. Then you're one step ahead than what you was before. I challenge you to really heal your relationship with fitness and not do it for the sole purpose of losing weight, but for long-term sustainability and health. I went on a hike and I did a TikTok about this, and if you're not following me on TikTok, make sure you go ahead and follow me on my TikTok and my Instagram, because they get my thoughts in the moment. But I went on a 6-mile hike in the rain, in the cold, in the fog, no sights, and this is a beautiful trail. And I was just thinking about how before I would have hated this. I went into this knowing what the weather conditions was, and still I did it with a smile on my face, cold and all, wet and all, and I enjoyed it because I enjoy moving my body now. But while I was also on that trail, I saw so many old people out there, and I'm like, I want to be like you. I want to be able to have full autonomy over my body for the rest of my lives. I work in healthcare and I see what weight does to the body and what not being active does to the body. And then I also see when you do have a good healthy weight, when you prioritize your health and when you move your body in your old age, what that also does to the body. And I want to be the type of person who can walk, who can at least walk in my 60s, 70s, 80s. You get what I'm saying? So gone are the days where I'm just doing things for weight loss or to grow my glutes or to have strong toned arms or anything like that. Gone are those days where I'm doing it for aesthetic reasons. And here are the days where I'm doing it for my lifelong health goals. So I challenge you to heal your relationship with fitness and do the same thing. I also challenge you to figure out what you like and do that. And don't be afraid to switch things up. There's things called ClassPass where you can sit there and take different types of classes and figure out the things that you like to do. So do that. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell icon. That way you're notified every single time I post a new video. Comment down below and let me know, what are some of the things that you enjoy doing? Is it rollerblading? Is it sword fighting? Is it, I don't know, taekwondo? Like, what is it that you find in this weight loss or health journey that you're on that you actually like to do that you can do it when you're sore and when you're tired and so on and so forth. Like, let's chat in the comments below. Make sure you're following me on my TikTok and my Instagram. On TikTok, I'm always doing lives and answering y'all questions in the moments. And on Instagram, I'm always posting what I'm doing in my stories. So make sure you're following me over there. You guys, so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.